Hello and welcome to the Tinkercast video gallery. Today, just after the move, and I'm finally a little bit sorted, so I decided I'm going to get back into the swing of recording my little videos. First of all, thanks to all my new subscribers and welcome, and I'm so pleased that you like what I do and hope you enjoy watching this too. So I thought, as a very easy project today, I'll be finding some other use for a stencil. You might know the leaf print stencil from my embossing with stencils video. It's very versatile, and I've just sort of the other day had this idea that I was going to make some little leaves using the stencils, some similar to this. So you can use them for your mixed media projects, you can use them for cards and sort of, yeah, whatever you fancy really. And so you need the Adplorations leaf print stencil. Then you need a piece of white card, ideally not too thin, but it depends on what you use it for, whether you want it to be shaped or not, so it's up to you. And then you need two different greens of ink. I'm working with Old Olive and Always Artichoke by Stampin' Up. You need a Pro Marker, Pastel Beige, and a blending tool, cut and dry foam, or like I do, just using a dried baby wipe. So first of all, I'm going to start off with the Old Olive, and I'll just get some on my baby wipe here. And ideally, you probably would stick the stencil down with masking tape. But I tend to, when I do things like that are not very big, I sometimes just be a bit too lazy and just hold it in place, really. Maybe getting my fingers a little bit more inky or something, I don't know. So I'm just, and you can really just follow the pattern to get your leaves. So just ink them up as well as you want them to be inked, really. So if you want some texture, just do the stippling, and as you can see, it gives us a different effect. So I'm just going to blend over that now. So it's just different ways of using inks with your stencils. Of course, you can use acrylic paints, paste, or whatever. But for the leaves, I think it's quite good to just work with inks, really. Right, so that's number one. What I did next, I just used the leftover and just slightly went over my leaves a little bit to take the edge off, so that the contrast wasn't going to be quite as stark. So I'm going to put the Old Olive out of the way now. Oops, that was my lamp. So next I did the Pastel Beige Pro Marker with the chisel end. It sort of like gives it a bit of an aging effect for paper. I sometimes use it, but it's actually a very pale green colour that does suit the leaves quite well. So my Pro Marker is getting a little bit dry because it's had quite a lot of use. So Pro Markers work quite well with dye inks, as you probably all well know. So yeah, it's getting empty, this particular one. So that needs replacing, but it will do for this tutorial. So that because they are sort of solvent based, they don't bleed the dye inks. If you use other inks, then it might not work to the same effect. So just do this, and what you need to do now is cut your leaves out, and they're quite easy to cut out actually. So I'm just going to cut one leaf out, really. This is where the card is a little bit stiff. Let me just do that. That will make it easier to get around. So you might have noticed I just have a little tip here, and I will have a little tip at the bottom as well when I do this. just to get it into sort of like the natural shape a bit more. Let's just quickly cut out another one as well. So and they're so quick to make, these leaves. I just quite like it. They're so effective when you use them. You can use them as a mix in with your stenciled leaves, with the ones where you have sort of where you're using paste as well, and it just gives a really good effect. So what I would do next is I would use the darker green, which in this case is the Always Artichoke, and just go around the edges a little bit where you want the colour to deepen. And maybe a little bit there. So can you see the difference? It gives it more dimension when you do that. So let's just do this here quickly. So I've got my two here. And then next you need like a little scoreboard, or if you don't have a scoring board such as the Scorepal or Hoogie board, you can also use a ruler and a bone folder. Right, so I'm going to turn them round because I've got my tips pretty much in the middle. So if you let's say I go here with 3, I'm coming down with my scoring tool and then I align my tips, one with the scoring tool and the other one with 3, and that will give me the line where I need it to go. And I just come up here. So if you turn it over, you got your scored line in the middle for your fold. So if I do that again and just go up here, that's that. So let's get this out of the way for the moment. And then next, all you need to do is you just fold them slightly up. Now my card is quite stiff. And then either use your scoring tool or you can use a pen or something and just shape the edges to come round. If you want to see how much more you need, just fold it back up and it gives you a bit of an idea. So, and then to finish, all you have to do is pinch the top here and you got your leaf. So let's do this again. So you got the squat line, fold it up, and it's quite easy. But they're still damp, especially when you used a thicker card to shape them then, because the card is softer. And if you do mixed media projects or anything for decorating purposes, it would be better to use thicker rather than thinner card. So it's just a bit more robust, I think. That's me. I'm thinking dusters here. Right, okay, so I've shaped the edges. I also want to see how much. That's about it. So all I need to do now to keep it in place is pinch the top whilst pushing this slightly out, the other bit slightly out. So that's the leaves. There you go. And you can use them with flowers or just make like little branches or whatever. So the choice is yours. So again, thank you for watching, and have a lovely time. I will be using this video to refer to when I make projects on my Tinker Cards blog. That's tinkercards.blogspot.co.uk. So have a lovely day and I shall be back soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.